Welcome, everybody, to another CashJournet's broadcast on Wealth Transfer TV. My name is Steve K. And welcome to the broadcast. We're going to cover things crypto, things with CashJournets. If you're a member, if you're not, you should become one. Links below. Anyway, welcome. Today is Thursday, September 7th. We're going to cover some news, mostly how Bitcoin's doing and cover some other stuff. One of the things I wanted to cover for everyone who's a member, if you participated in a Harvest membership donation, where you get a harvest of 4x, right? And so one of the things that we tried to communicate was that we didn't realize we had to do, but what happened was when we were ready to distribute the harvest to the CashJournets members, and what's the harvest? Well, it's 4x. It was 4x on your donation, right? You sow seed, we believe you're going to reap, 30, 60, 100 fold. And so we have this program. I had that program. It's not available right now. We have another one coming. But to everyone who participated, one of the things, we grew very, very quickly. So one of the things that happened is they had asked, who's they? Our cryptocurrency custodian had asked us to fill out a thing called, just fill out this thing by Satoshi. We'll talk about Satoshi, but what's a crypto custodian? Why is it necessary? So one of the things that we as an organization need to do is we need to follow a lot of rules. And because we have members all over the world, we adhere to all sorts of different rules. And so that's what this is. Basically, Satoshi is a BV, it's a company, and what they do is they provide buying and selling services if your account is in the EU or the Netherlands. In this case, we have a cryptocurrency account in the Netherlands through Bybit. What they do is they secure and make sure that none of our digital assets are stolen or copied. They keep our keys, they make sure we don't get hacked. So that's a good thing, right? So here you see, why is a crypto custodian necessary? And so for the Harvest membership, we're using Bybit primarily to run the Harvest, and they use Satoshi here to be their custodian. Basically, Satoshi comes in and they have relationships with all the big banks. You list the top 100 in the world, they have a relationship with them. And they come in and provide extra security on the crypto. So what we had to do as an organization was we had to fill in all this stuff and just provide information about who we are, what we're doing, and then they had to verify. And that's why it took a little longer to get the Harvest membership payout. I know it's still being paid out, but I would say, you know what? It's a little late, but this is like an extra layer of security that we didn't even see coming. And I actually, for one, feel really good about it. Don't you, Janice? Janice is in the accounting department.
Well, it's always good to know that you're protected, isn't it? But there's lots of things coming out with cryptocurrency at the moment, isn't there? I was reading something about this travel rule. They've called it a travel rule to do with cryptocurrency, and you have to provide information on who the sender is, and well, it certainly applies in the UK and Australia, I think. Yes, so there's lots of things coming out at the moment.
One of the things that because of this, because like for Bybit, we have to provide enormous amounts of information, not only about CashJournet's ministries or LLCs, we have to provide personal information. I mean, they have everything, which means Satoshi also has all our stuff. And that's the good news, but it's also the bad news at the same time. So one of the things that we've done is we've decided to create a version of the Harvest membership that is going to be completely on the blockchain, on a smart contract, and it's going to be on a decentralized platform. it will be paying out through MetaMask. MetaMask can pay directly to banks now, by the way, and it's a decentralized wallet. What does it mean that it's on a smart contract? Well, it means there's no human interaction. We don't have to punch any buttons, put in any information in. It works by itself. And that's what we're finalizing. Let me show you. This is what the next version 2 Castronet's membership is going to look like. This is just the wireframing, but this will be completely decentralized, automated. And the only thing that we have to do is the EU has just made it mandatory on smart contracts. You've got to provide a kill switch. So there's some sort of kill switch thing that's coming up that we're going to have to add. That's another reason why this hasn't been launched yet. But we're going to show people how to connect their wallets. We're going to show you how to through MetaMask and crypto, and how you can earn 25% per year. So that's this one. Let me go to, that's the homepage. Let me see if I could get another one. I had another link from it, but I'm excited about that because that one is automated. There are no hiccups and waits. All the information's out there already, and it's decentralized. So that's pretty cool. Now let's go and take a look here. So this is no surprise. European Central Bank official shares digital euro progress. Concerns over PayPal stablecoin. I'm going to show you a bunch of articles here, but they're ready to go on the digital currency. They're ready to go on digital currency in the United States as well. They're saying it's in a final phase, which means it's already ready to go. It's probably being implemented. But when it says concerns over PayPal stablecoin, what they're saying is they are afraid of all these different stable coins coming out. Not because it's a bad system, not because it can harm people, but because it will destroy the current monetary system. So all their arguments are, hey, if this continues and we don't do something about it, it's going to kill our system, which is the whole reason people get involved in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin anyway. It's to get out of this evil serfdom system that we have. So let's take a look. Here it is. This one is from CoinDesk. So I want to see. They're using this. They're saying emerging economies are in danger because they're delving into crypto and there's these stable coins. So basically, third world countries or emerging countries who want to get free under America's, pressure, Western pressure, really, where they're loaning them money and saying you got to use the dollar. And if you have entire countries, entire regions switching to Bitcoin and crypto, that makes things very, very unstable for the people in charge of the monetary system that we currently operate in. And actually, it's really good for these emerging economies to come from under that real freedom. And so, again, it's under this thing of, hey, we have a concern, which we've run into this encounter, Janice, so many times since January. We've had, you already know about JP Morgan just closing our accounts without notice, without reason. They didn't even notify us. And we found out like days later. And going into we have other accounts, but that forced us to look at other banks again. And what we found out is that vast majority of banks will not allow you to wire money, just transfer money. Simple transactions.
I don't know whether that's happening in Europe yet, though, is it?
But it's happening
in the States, yeah.
It's happening in America. The other thing that we know is trying to get cash out of a bank. Good luck. That's not going to happen. And so in an attempt to stop people from taking their money, putting it into exchanges, wiring it to organizations that can put it into cryptocurrency, they are doing everything in their power to stop it. And for me, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's a little credit union. At the end of the day, they've got to follow the same rules. You may have a special relationship, but they've got to follow the same rules. And that's also why we created this Harvest membership. It's a way for people to move money out of their bank accounts and get a great interest rate, and create a payment, a cash flow system. So I'm excited about that. Now, let's go take a look. What else do I want to talk about? We talked about that. So they're freaking out, right? Because this is going to be a major disruption, Visa just created an agreement with Solana. That's huge. So they're going to use a Solana stablecoin. That's massive. So you got that with Blackrock. This is very, very interesting. So Europe, actually in Amsterdam, the first spot, BTF. So Jacoby won first approval for the fund in 2021. They had approval for this back in 2021, but just launched it out now. And that is really good news. That means lots of money will be coming into Bitcoin. And let's take a look. So this is an article from Bloomberg. BlackRock Bitcoin spot ETF could unlock 30 trillion. I'm getting criticized for saying, God's using Bitcoin and he's going to use BlackRock. If you look in the Bible, I mean, look at Paul, just for example. God called him when he was murdering followers of Christ. Like, there was no repentance. He was straight up murdering people. Hey, I'm going to use you. I mean, there's so many examples of where he says God was using people. And I think he uses the foolish things to confound the wise. I wouldn't think this is the way to do it. Why won't he use a church? Like, why not? Some Christian organization, perhaps. I don't know. But I will tell you that this is going to come really, really big. So we're waiting for that money flow. There's kind of like this conspiracy theory going around. Maybe it's a little bit more than conspiracy. You can't really prove it, but people are saying that BlackRock, these large institutions, are secretly buying up a lot of Bitcoin, which is holding the Bitcoin price down. So there's several things that are coming to a head. One, we got all these ETFs that people are launching. Grayscale is even pushing SEC for them to make a decision on their ETF before they go with BlackRock or at the same time. And you have banks trying to stop the outflow of money going into crypto at the same time, right? Go ahead, try to see if you can wire $5,000 from your bank account to a crypto exchange. See what happens. It'll be like insanity comes out, like the manager shows up, they start asking you questions. Are you all right? Are you on drugs? Is someone forcing you to do this? Are you of sound mind? You think I'm joking? I'm not. I'm dead serious. So, and that's why our Harvest membership is really key. Getting it up and running, because it's only going to get harder and harder. Let's see. What else? So Bitcoin is really boring, actually. It's 25. It's at a very key support right now, right here. Let me go into the day chart. So this is actually just my own account that I'm looking at. So this is like super, super, super massive support that we've had for several years. If it breaks this thing, if it goes under here, then it's a chance it goes all the way down to 19. That's certainly possible. I I don't know if that's going to happen. If it goes to 19, because of what's happening with Bitcoin, because so many people are going to start investing in, because these ETFs are coming out. The inevitable is it's going to just skyrocket. And if I'm BlackRock, I'm doing my best to try to bring this price down as low as possible before we launch the ETF. They'll get approval, but then there's a whole launching of it. So Grayscale says that they're ready to go. A couple other things. So let's take a look. Wealth Transfer Expo. Y'all got to check this out. What is it, Janice? What happened?
I was just yawning.
Yawning.
I was trying to cover my mouth.
Thank you. So look at this. At this expo, let me zoom in on this. This is a live event that we're having November 3rd and 4th at the Founders Inn at Virginia Beach. I know what you're thinking. What possibly good could happen at Virginia Beach? Like, what's going on there? Founders Inn, right on campus. By the way, I did this interview with Ernie and Sylvia Suave. That's this right here. Links in the video below, if you're watching the recording. They're going to be there talking about getting delivered from the spirit of poverty. And I thought, man, I don't have a spirit of poverty. Everyone I hang with doesn't have the spirit of poverty. And the first question I asked was, can you give me signs or symptoms that you may have the spirit of poverty? Kind of like the flu or COVID, if you have this. And she went down this list. I said, whoa, I see myself in some of those. I actually see a lot of our community in that. And so they did a great job. You got to check them out. They're going to come there at the live event. So we have made it, we're just giving amazing value away. So everyone who shows up gets a 45-minute discovery call. Lifetime membership access to CashYourNets. You're going to get all the CashYourNets tutorials for free, all our courses. We have credited college courses now with CashYourNets. That's insane. Harvest membership program. We just talked about that. Weekly live webinar, 24/7 support. Partner program access, affiliate program. This Harvest membership program that's being released has an amazing affiliate. 3 levels. I think it's, 10, 8. What is it? 10?
2 levels.
3, 10, 8, 5, or 10, 5. The first one's 10%, and it's an instant payout. Now, at the live event, everyone who signs up and registers, you're getting all 14 sessions, video recordings and audio recordings included. Like that alone is worth the ticket right there. You're going to get your personal wealth map. This is where you meet and greet. That's where you get to meet Janice and pray for her as she deals with me on a daily basis. Snacks and drinks. What are you drinking these days, Janice? What are you going to be drinking at this event?
What am I drinking? Soda water with a slice of lemon.
Right.
No ice, but I don't know whether that's possible in the States. No ice.
It's already starting. You see what I'm saying? It's already starting. You're going to get a t-shirt. You're going to get Philip's book, Key Principles to Financial Breakthrough. That's this right here. Hey, Mark, how many people have gotten this book in the last week?
Probably close to 1,000.
That's how high demand this is in. This book, Key Principles for Financial Breakthrough. God's plan for prosperity, spirit, soul, and body. We're going to be covering that at the live event as well. So go to wealthtransferexpo.com. You're getting about $9,000 to $10,000 worth of value for one ticket. What is it for couples?
So it's $300 right now for couples, and of course,
$50.
now's the time to get it.
You and your spouse come. What else? Am I missing anything? You gotta check this YouTube video out with Ernie and Sylvia. Like this is it was beyond. Let me just say that it was beyond. Make sure you get Philip's book, of course. And that's it, y'all. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you Wednesday at the prayer meeting. Yes, Janice, what do you got?
Before you go, Steve, you're always teasing me. So I want to know what's happened to the black T-shirt. That's how we recognize you. That's Steve K with a black T-shirt.
Yeah,
And
people
now
want to
you're
know
all
about
flowery.
what's happening with the extreme makeover.
You know, I was having a barbecue at my house. We had friends over. This is how I chill. And I just ran into my office here. It's on my farm. I ran into the office, left the barbecue by itself.
The
You know,
barbecue.
there could be a fire there right now, for all I know. So I was in, entertainment mode, feeling chilled, relaxed. And I knew when I turned on the video, I said, oh boy, I don't have a black T-shirt. People's heads are going to implode when they realize I'm not wearing a black T-shirt. So I'm not going to do it again. I think
it's nice. I like it.
I'm going to have a stack of black T-shirts over there. But at the event, I'm not wearing a black T-shirt. Like I'm not black T-shirt all day long. You know what I mean? All right.
It's nice.
Maybe I'll wear a suit, Janice. Should I bring out the suit?
Yeah, you look really smart in a suit. It's when you put the glasses on, though, as well. It's you look a bit like one of those bodyguards.
Thank you. Intimidating, but smart.
Yeah.
He's a smart intimidator. All right. God bless you guys. We'll see you Wednesday for prayer. Later.
Bye.